What's up, YouTube? It's your man Omar Cater. Got my man Zach Sexton here, and it's your girl's favorite team. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, subscribe. We ain't got all that yet, but you know we'll be there. It's your girl's favorite team. So tell us why you're here, Zach.
I'm here to do a Malefic skill drain deck profile.
Malefic skill drain. That deck puts in work though. All right, let's get it popping. Yup.
All right, start off 3 Malefic Cyber Dragons.
3.
Yeah, definitely. 4K beater, easy to get out. Just banish a Cyber Dragon from your extra deck.
Right.
Cyber Dragon. 2 Malefic Stardust. I think 3 is a little overkill. Protects Necrovalley. Like they can't destroy. They have to destroy this first, basically. And it's an 8 for stuff that I'll tell later on.
Okay.
For other monsters. 1 Thunder King. Against certain decks, turn 1 Thunder King is pretty good. They can't search their deck. And just tributing for special summon monsters is pretty good too.
You're making it hard to special summon, search hands, nothing.
3 Commandants, you just search Necrovalley. Necrovalley's like shut down for a lot of decks. They can't soul charge, can't like a lot of stuff they can't do. Nothing in the grave. They can't remove for Necrogardna or the dragons, anything.
So that's good this format, right? Since everybody want to play soul charge.
Yeah.
And you know, alright.
These are a newer edition, the 3 of each hand, fire and ice.
Okay.
Yeah, because it works under skill drain. So if I go like turn 1, can set skill drain, play this or this, and just set like a fire hand, like they're in trouble. It's pretty rough. And of course to go with the skill drains, there are 3 Barbaroses.
Beast King.
Yeah. And another thing I can do is like certain times I go Malefic Stardust, Beast King, and then I can overlay into like Felgrand, and then I can special summon this right after. And it's pretty hard.
Snap. Felgrand, best card in the format.
It's pretty good.
You heard it first, baby.
Alright, now on the traps. Pick these up. 3 skill drains. Definitely great in the deck. Like the Malefics basically have a backfire that they can only attack by themselves. So, but with skill drain, it just completely negates that. And also
nothing.
Also, you need a field spell to be able to play a Malefic, but with skill drain up, you banish the card from your extra deck and play it. And when it would go to the grave, you have skill drain up, so it just stays. And next, I have 2 Mirror Forces, and this is an addition to Deep Prison. I just changed that. I used to have 3 mirrors, but hands, Deep Prison's pretty good against like hands and a ton of stuff like that. So
how come you don't play 3?
I used to play 3 Mirror Forces, but sometimes like when they go Ice Hand poke into you, like you can't Mirror Force. If you Mirror Force that, they pop your other back row. It's kind of annoying with like if they pop skill drain or something. These are definite one-ofs that I love. Solemn, Torrential, Compulsory, and Bottomless.
Okay, the staples, the staples.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're all at 1. They're at 1 for a reason. They're all really good. And that's it for the traps.
Okay. A bunch of beat sticks and a bunch of protection.
Now for the spells.
Alright.
3 Necrovalleys. Definitely great. And with that, Royal Tribute.
Oh.
It's always crazy. Turn 1, Necrovalley, Royal Tribute. You just rip apart all monsters out of their hands. And a lot of decks are just running a ton of monsters. They can't get them back because Necrovalley's effect, like they can't target anything there.
Right.
So it's pretty rough. These are 2 new field spells, basically from Dragon's Legend. Mound of the Bound Creator. A lot of people use it for like the new God cards, but I use it for Malefic Cybrand. He can't be targeted or destroyed by our effects, so they can't Big Eye it, they can't arc, nothing crazy like that. And when he destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, my opponent takes 1,000 damage as well.
This is something no one ever thought of.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Terraforming, it's basically either one of these.
Okay.
So, Book of Moon, I like Book of Moon at 1. It's really good. Dark Hole. I mean, I see a lot of players cutting Dark Hole, but I think usually when I use it, it's a Regeki. I try and clear my opponent's whole board, and it doesn't really affect me too much.
I mean, when they soul charge,
yeah,
you got like 5 monsters.
Yeah, that's Necrovalley stopped most of the time. Hopefully,
you just drop that Dark Hole. They can't do nothing.
Play 2 MSTs and one of this card. Rank up 7th one.
Let's look at that card for a second.
Yeah, that card.
What is that?
When I draw it in my opening hand, it's awful. So I have to just bluff set it, but when you top deck it for your draw phase, you basically reveal it. It doesn't go to your spelled zone, but it's in your hand the whole time. You reveal it, and have to keep it revealed. The play I usually go for all the time is it makes this guy, and then it instantly overlays into this. And this is number C107 Neo Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. And his effect is when this guy's underneath him, I can basically detach and negate the effects of all the other monsters currently on the field. So my opponent's card effects cannot be activated. The bad thing is it's not a quick effect, so they can like Bottomless, Compulse, all that stuff when I play this guy. But he negates my Malefics, so their effects of them attacking and having to attack alone negated. And my Beast King, if it's a 1900, it just becomes 3000 beat stick. And his other effect is you contribute 2 monsters, and this guy can attack 3 times, and he's 4500.
He beat your girl down.
So it's for 13,500 total out of that.
Come on, son. Why you gotta do it to the game like that, Sexton? Why you gotta do it to them?
Alright, I'll do side deck now.
Okay. Let's see what you got to side. What's big now? Evil Swarm?
2 effect Veilers.
Ooh.
2 Max Seas. I mean...
The Seas?
Yeah, like Dragons. I mean, a lot of stuff. Veilers I like a lot more than the Max Seas, though.
A lot of people don't play Veilers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just really good. Like, sometimes Angeli can be annoying against my deck, because they go Angeli, Hoo Cake, and they just, like, sit on it, and they if I can't destroy it by battle, like, sometimes I have to overextend into going, like, into my extra deck and try and get it into attack mode. 1 Banisher. I'm thinking about going to 2, but it's, like, 1600 is kind of easy to get over in the decks that it's good against, so it's kind of rough.
It's like a Macrocosmos with a 16 hit.
A 3rd MST. Against back row heavy decks, basically. Yeah, D-Fissure to go with that, and Macro. Those are definitely great. Can side out the hands if I want. Go into like a trap heavy lineup with Banisher, Macro, D-Fissure, and it's like Soul Drain too.
Okay.
Okay, some of these other traps are like basically these are really good one-offs. Eradicator, Epidemic, and it's like spellbooks or trap heavy decks, even Sylvans possibly if you want to spells. You can just easily go into like Malefic Stardust, and whenever they try and destroy it, just tribute it.
Oh.
So that's easy. Deck Devi against. I've been using it a lot against Gear. Like it just like wipes out like every card that goes to their hand. Arsenal, Armor, Accelerator, just everything. Shadow Mirrors against Dark decks, obviously, and it's pretty good against Dark Worlds too. Okay. And Light Mirrors for more help against Lightsworn. Like against Lightsworn, which is really popular, I get to side in these 3 and these 2, which is pretty rough for them to deal with.
Okay.
Alright, now on to the extra deck. Alright, 1 Felgrand. I usually put this card on top so my opponent has no clue what I'm playing. They're thinking like Dragons, you know, something that makes 8s all time, maybe even Sylvans.
It's the best card in the format.
3 of these, mandatory. 3 Cybermen Dragons, you remove it to get the Malefic out. 2 Stardust, I can't make this unless I get Veilers out of the sideboard, but haven't really had to mate it, I just remove them for Malefic. This guy, basically, his effects are basically irrelevant. I usually use him as a 4K beat stick with Skill Drain. I don't use his effect too often. Heliopolis, Tribute, pop more cards.
Okay.
And you contribute from the hand as well. Maestroke, it's a decent. Can't like Bottomless. It does get hit. It gets hit by it, but you just remove 1 XYZ material, and it can also set things. Blackship sends hands to the grave. Problem cards, it just sends them. So like Zenmain, stuff like that. Diamond Direwolf. It's problematic back row cards, tributing himself. So pretty good. Cowboy, because sometimes it's hard to get that last 800 points of damage.
I feel you. I'd be struggling Sylvans, man. I'd be like, yo, where my Cowboy at? But I got no level 4s.
Pablo Operative. I kind of want an arc over this, but I can't really afford an arc right now, so it could be an arc. But I mean, like, against Spirit Reaper, people don't play it too often now, but when you flip it, you destroy it. But against like Hoot Cake, I use it. When they go Angeli Hoot Cake, I just flip it to attack. Lose a 600 attack, and I just rush over it with everything that I can. And of course, this guy, his effect during the battle phase is pretty crazy. He just negates everything else in the battle phase, and this guy. I usually use this guy for the rank up 7th one though. It's my major play.
Okay.
And tokens.
Tokens, YCS tokens, and the gorge.
And that's it.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sexton.
No problem.
All right.